Hello, third grade virtual academy. Welcome to this week's art lesson. For this week's art lesson, we're going to be doing another See, Think, Wonder. We have done one of these in the past, but I've made a couple changes this time to make it a little bit simpler. So the big concept for this activity is that we are exploring a work of art. Art involves a lot of different things. One of the biggest things that involves is creating, which is what we've been doing for most of the weeks. This week we're going to work on responding to art. So we won't actually be creating anything, we're going to be responding to art. So you always want to select an artwork that has a story to tell, so I have given you a choice of 3 artworks which are in the Google Classroom. I do believe this is one of the artworks you can choose from, but there are 2 other ones as well. You're going to select the one that you think has the most interesting story to tell. Then you have to answer the following about each painting or each artwork. You're going to tell me what you see in the artwork. You're going to tell me what you think about the artwork, what you think is happening, why you think it might have been created. And then you're going to tell me what you wonder about the artwork, questions that you're left with, or what you think might happen after the people in the painting are finished with their activity. So here is my example of a See, Think, Wonder. The painting I chose is called Circus Sideshow by Georges Seurat. So some of the things that I see are a person playing an instrument on a platform and other performers behind them. I see an audience, a few men to the right, they're looking at each other. There is a tree, some fuzzy lights, and then I notice that I can't tell what's on the far right, but it might be an animal in a cage. Everybody seems to be wearing old-time clothes, and the guy in the middle seems to be wearing a hat of some kind. Some things that I think is that the person playing the instrument is a man and that he's a musician putting on a show. I think the people behind him are also helping him with the show. I think that the men on the right might be either in charge of the show or maybe they're waiting to perform next. I think it might be a circus. Maybe the tree is there because the circus is happening inside a tent and the tent is set up next to the tree. I also think the audience might not be enjoying the show very much because they seem to be looking at each other and they might actually be talking instead of listening. What I wonder about this artwork is I wonder if they're a circus and if they perform and travel around the country. I wonder what year this artwork is from. I wonder what the 2 men are talking about. I wonder if there are animals in the cage and what the animals might do as part of the show. I wonder about the audience, if they actually are enjoying the show or if they are bored. I wonder if the artist made the details difficult to see on purpose. I wonder if this is something that the artist actually saw in real life or if he made it up out of his head. I wonder if maybe the artist wanted to be a musician and so he painted himself as a musician. So that's my version of a See, Think, Wonder, and now it's your turn. So what you're going to do is look on the Google Classroom, and I have put 2 other links there. One of them is called, I believe, See, Think, Wonder Choices, and on there are 3 artworks that are numbered 1 to 3. You're going to pick one of those 3 and do a See, Think, Wonder. The other thing that's on the Google Classroom is the file that's named after you, and that's the one you're actually going to be turning in. On there, you're going to tell me 1, 2, or 3. Which one of the artworks did you choose? And then you're going to tell me 5 things you see, 3 things you think, and 1 thing you wonder. If you want to tell me more than 5 things you see, you definitely can, but you have to tell me at least 5 things you see, 3 things you think, and 1 thing you wonder. I hope you have a little bit of fun with it at least, and I can't wait to see what you guys think.